So, there is a question but you don't have to answer. Meaning, what we are going to learn today, nobody has to answer. I will look at this, the plan for today which I had published some time ago, and then we will go through it. So let's look at, okay, all right. So it will be great if you just mind your business. It'll be awesome. Because the problem is, there are a lot of things for ourselves that we need to worry about. Why to even bother for something that is not relevant even? Okay. All right. So we have, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So let's get started, and I will quickly talk through what we have in the plan for the class. So let me read it for you guys. Okay, so we'll talk about similarity and scale. Now, what is that? We'll talk about similarity of, property called similarity with respect to geometry, and we'll try understanding what do you mean by similarity of objects first, okay, and then that research has to be put on hold. Focus on math. Where is your notebook? There is one right behind you. Pick that one. So, hey Rania. So we have almost everybody. Let's get started. We have Vasundhara also. So, when we talk about similarity, guys, next 55 minutes, it's only you and me. Even if you see people in your surrounding, imagine they're not there. If somebody starts sneezing, jumping, singing, dancing, don't even care about it. No, I'm serious. Don't even care about it, okay? That's the only way you can concentrate on what you're doing right now. Okay? Yamlana, you said you need some help with the paper that I gave, meaning the assignments that I had given?
That wasn't me.
Who is man? I see somebody with name Man. Okay. Who is it? Manas? I cannot hear you. If somebody with name MANN is talking, I cannot hear you. You can probably join back again, and then we can talk through it. Manas. So Manas, for anything that you need help with, you have to be in the classroom. Otherwise, I would not be able to help. Okay, we'll be wasting a lot of time. So you send me the question separately. I can probably guide you through that. Or okay, maybe the assignment for the last class. Is that the one you're talking about, Manas? You're on mute. Okay. So let me do one thing. From the assignment that I given last week, who all were comfortable doing it and who all were having a tough time? And it's okay to have tough time. Yeah? Everybody was comfortable? Okay, let me do a quick check. That will give me the confidence with respect to what I want to hear from you guys. There is a question, okay? I'm just picking. So, Manas, before the question you cannot answer, isn't it? Then why are you raising your hand? Yeah, let's apply a little bit of, what do you call, diligence.
Common sense.
Alright. So don't. First of all, anybody who's getting restless, take a deep breath. Settle down. Okay. Let's move on. So I'm picking up a question from last week's assignment, and let's see who all are comfortable and who all are not. There's a question which says Nancy bought a soft drink for $4. Nancy bought a soft drink for $4 and 8 candy bars. I'm reading it. Nancy bought a soft drink for $4 and 8 candy bars. Okay, so for $4 she bought one soft drink and 8 candy bars. She spent a total of $28. Oh, interesting. I'm reading the question one more time. Nancy bought a soft drink for $4 and 8 candy bars. This is one line, okay? She bought a soft drink for $4 and 8 candy bars. Second line is she spent a total of $28. How much did each candy bar cost? I'm reading the question again. See, I myself was confused when I was trying to go through it, okay? Nancy bought a soft drink for $4 and 8 candy bars. She spent a total of $28. How much did each candy bar cost? Yeah?
$3.
Did you calculate? How much?
$3.
Okay. Yeah, Urvi. Let's see. Don't dance. I will dance when I solve this problem. Yeah, Urvi.
$3.
$3. Sanvita? $3. Okay. We'll see. Vasundhara?
$3.
$3. Vihan? Did you try doing it? I just read the question, okay? Hello, Asita.
Yeah.
I'm reading the question for kids who are hearing for the first time. The question says, somebody named Sandy or whatever bought a soft drink for $4 and 8 candy bars.
क्लास कनेक्ट करने वाला
Yeah.
ओए
Okay. She spent a total of $28. How much did each candy bar cost?
I got $3.
You also got $3. Okay. So 8 candy bars equal to $3? No. You got the answer right. But Manas, yes, Aryahi,
I got $3.
$3. Abhi also $3.
Yeah.
So see, again, I already got the same answer. I am getting tempted to believe that is the right answer, but I'll still do it. Okay, just to make sure that I don't go wrong. Or if anybody is going wrong, we all will get corrected. See, the question was a little confusing. Okay, word problems have that inherent problem. Word problems have that inherent ability of getting us confused. Yes, Arihan.
I also got $3.
Same. Okay. So I'm just reading it. It says she bought a soft drink for $4 and 8 candy bars. So there was a comma which can include that the soft drink came for $4. And then she got 8 candy bars also. It says total she spent was $28. So how much? Obviously $4 for soft drink. So remaining money is what she spent for buying 8 candy bars. So 8 candy bars cost us $24. So one will cost us 24 by 8, which is equal to $3. So everybody got the right answer. Manas, were you able to relate? Yep. No dancing, beta. No dance. This is not a dance class. Imagine me teaching you guys and doing like this. Will that be fun? No, right? No, don't do that. Let's pick up one more problem. Okay, so Manas, that way it will make it little make me comfortable that okay, you guys are very clear about it. Okay. Keep it clear. This is what I watched it. Okay. All right. Let me read another question and see how comfortable you guys are. A flour mill mixes 40% whole wheat flour with 70% whole wheat flour to obtain 60% whole wheat flour mixture. Okay. A flour mill mixes 40% whole wheat flour with 70% whole wheat flour to obtain a 60% whole wheat flour mixture. If 45 kg of the final product was obtained, how much of each type of the flour was used? Yeah. So this is an interesting problem. If everybody gets it right, then at least I'll be a little more confident about you all being on the same page. Yeah, I'm going to repeat it and I'll probably read it for you guys also. Write it for you guys also. A flour mill mixes 40% whole wheat flour. There is one variety, 40% whole wheat flour with 70% whole wheat flour. It's like concentration, okay? This much pure kind of a thing. Okay. To obtain a 60% whole wheat flour mixture. So the flour mill mixes this percentage whole wheat flour and this much percentage whole wheat flour to get a this much whole wheat flour. Okay? This much percentage whole wheat flour. If 45 kilograms, the goal is to create 45 kilograms of this 60% whole wheat flour mixture. How much of each type of flour was used? Did everybody get the question? That's why I've written it, right? So you have two varieties of flour mixture. Okay? One with 40%, one with 70%. Like you buy milk from Costco, it says 2% reduced fat, 5% reduced fat, 10% reduced fat. Likewise, these are different concentration of whole wheat flour. So this is 40% whole wheat, this is 70% whole wheat, and combining these two, the goal is to create 60% whole wheat flour mixture. If I have to get 45 kilograms of that, don't rush. If you have solved it, verify it. There's no credit, hands down. There's no credit for wrong answer in quick time. So verify it once, twice, thrice. It's okay. People are still trying to understand the question. I'm not in a hurry to get the answer. This percentage whole wheat, this percentage whole wheat are two varieties, which is to be mixed to get this percentage, that's the goal. And this many kilograms of that. So the question is, how many kilograms of this flour wheat and how many kilograms of this flour wheat you would mix to get a 45 kilograms of this percentage concentration? Doesn't matter. 1 kilogram plus 2 kilograms will be 3 kilograms. So beat kilogram, beat LB, beat metric ton, doesn't matter. It's just a unit. Did everybody get the question? What did you answer?
So for the 40%, I got 30 kgs, and for the 70, I got 52.5.
Yeah, I am giving you 2 minutes to verify if this answer is right or not. Okay. Did everybody get the question in the first place? Vihan, Ashrita. There is nothing called hard. Get your act ready. Keep scribbling on your piece of paper. Then only you'll know whether it's tough or easy.
So wait, the 60% is 45 kilos?
Okay, let me give you one example. Think it. There will be no clue written on the wall. Keep your hand to yourself. Take a deep breath. Yeah. Let him think. I'm just making him think. if I jump on it, no, it's easy. That will not solve the problem. I'm asking him to think. Everybody to think. Did everybody get the question in the first place? Sanvita, Arihan, Nihan, Tasvik, you got the question? Abhi, Sandra and Celine, got the question? Vihan, got the question? Ashrita? Ashrita is very quiet. I wish. Okay. Urvi, Gayatri, did you guys get the question? Yes, Abhi.
Could you repeat the question one last time?
Okay, I'm reading the question, okay, so that way we'll try to make it easy. So, I see Ayush also has joined. So, Ayush, you might not have gone through this topic before, but see what we are doing, what everybody else is doing, and try breaking your head with this as well. Not to bleed. Breaking the head means apply your thoughts. Okay, alright. A flour mill mixes 40% whole wheat flour, 40% whole wheat flour with 70% whole wheat flour. Okay? To obtain 60% whole wheat flour. The goal is mix these two varieties to get this much percentage of concentration or this much quality, whatever it is. If 45 kilograms, if you guys are confused about kilograms, because in US we talk about US customary system where everything is pound, no kilogram. Imagine this is pound, that's okay. Okay? And then calculate as a pound, and then you can replace pound with a kilogram later on. So, if 45 kilograms of final product was obtained, how much of each type of flour was mixed?
You're saying how much does each flour weigh?
Yeah?
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold it. Abhi, did you hear the question this time? Yeah? Aryahi, Myra, did you guys get the question right? Vihan, got the question, beta? Okay. Ashrita, did you get the question? Where is Ashrita? Yeah, Ashrita is here. Okay. See, some of your friends have kept their videos on. I would suggest everybody else to keep their videos on as well, so that I am talking to real students of mine, real kids of mine, not the virtual ones. Unless you guys find it so difficult, unless it gets you distracted. Okay, not a mandate, but yeah, if you could, that'll be great. But focus on the math. Video we can deal with later. Yeah, Vasundhara.
I got 15 kg of the 40% and 30 kg for the 70%.
Okay. All right. That's an information for everybody, but not to rely on that as an answer. Yes, that's big. You also got the same. How? I would want to see that on your piece of paper. There is no airy math here. Otherwise, you would not know whether that is right or not. Do it for yourself. Yeah.
So I got 30 kg for the 40% and I got 52.5 kg for the 70%.
Okay. How about Sandrine, Celine, Myra, Nihan, Suhina? What's happening, Aryahi? How far or close are we? Yes, Ayush.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked the button.
Okay. How about Aradhya? Aradhya, did you hear the question, beta? Aradhya, are you able to hear the question? I mean, did you hear the question? And how about Milana? Milana, you heard the question, beta?
Yeah.
Hiranya, did you hear the question? I saw you got dropped off in between. If you want, I can read the question one more time for you. So, a flour mill mixes 40% whole wheat and 70% whole wheat flour to make a 60% whole wheat flour. If they have to make 45 kilograms of 60% whole wheat flour, how many kilograms of each of the mixture they have to mix? That's what the question is. Okay? Hiranya, hope that got you the question. Dikshita, what's up? What's happening? Drink water and keep that water away, because that crunching sound is not good. Okay, so I'll just give you guys 2 more minutes to solve it. In the meantime, I'll run and get a charger for my laptop. Yeah, I think it should work. Anyways, I have enough battery, I believe. Okay, so let me try solving it for you guys. Is that okay? Or you guys want to finish by yourself? Okay. Now let's first understand, what does 40% whole wheat mean? Okay. Yeah. Tell me.
It means 40% of like the whole thing is whole wheat.
Same thing, right? I mean, so let me simplify that in a different way. Okay. Let's say I'll assume it this way. Okay. In 40%, meaning if I take 10 kilograms of this whole wheat, I have 4 kilograms of actual flour wheat. Okay. When I look at 70%, that means if I take 10 kilograms of this one, I will get 7 kilograms of flour wheat. Yeah? Yeah, Manas? Saying something? I'm sorry?
I can't see.
So, if anybody can see, the best solution for that is disconnect and join back again, because sometimes it is with the network issue. So, disconnect and join back, you should be able to.
What if she means that
No,
she
no, I
can't see
can,
the board
I can
flicker
see
in the way?
you, but I can't see what you wrote down.
What I wrote down, okay, I will. So, don't worry about what I wrote down. Worry more about what I'm trying to explain here, okay? And then you can write it for your convenience. When I'm talking about 40% whole wheat, what I mean is there's only 40% of the actual substance that is there. Meaning, if I take 10 kilograms of this variety of flour, I have only 4 kilograms of wheat. Okay? If I'm talking about 70% whole wheat flour, and the way I would read that would be 10 kilograms of that will have only 7 kilograms of flour. Don't worry about that. That is out of syllabus. Okay, it's okay. So 10 kilograms of this one will give me 4 kilograms of flour wheat. If I'm talking about 70% flour wheat, 70% category, meaning if I take 10 kilograms of that, I'll get 7 kilograms of flour wheat. I'm just trying to look at it in a simpler way. Now, look at this. If I combine these two, I'm taking 20 kilograms total. Here I got 4 kilograms, here I got 7 kilograms. Total 11 kilograms. Out of 20 kilograms, I got 11 kilograms. Meaning 11 by 20 this much percentage. This is 55% flour wheat. If I'm just taking equal amount of both of them, I'm getting 55%. Okay? Does that make sense so far?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
For some of the kids it did not. Let me repeat. 40% flour wheat. If I say this air quality is 40% pure, what does it mean? If I take 1 gallon or 10 gallons of air, I'm only seeing 4 gallons of the worthy gas in that 10 gallons. Okay? Same way I'm interpreting it. So 40% flour wheat means 40% pure. 70% flour wheat means 70% pure. So if I'm taking 10 kilograms of that, I'll have only 4 kilograms of pure thing. If I'm talking about this one, if I take 10 kilograms of that, I'll have 7 kilograms of that. And so far I'm not trying to solve it, okay? I was showing you guys that if I take 10 kilograms of each, how much of total flour wheat, pure flour wheat I'll have is 11 kilograms. So out of 20 kilograms, I'll have only 11 kilograms as pure, which is 55% pure. What we are trying to achieve? 60%. Yeah? Don't keep it that much open. Mosquitoes fly here. They might go in. Did everybody understand? Ashita, Vihan, Arihan, everybody with me?
Yeah.
So now we just did one sampling and we saw we are getting 55%. That is not helping actually. We need 60%. So how do we get it? Now we will go back to this question and try solving it a little differently. So now we have to get 45 kilograms. Let's assume we are getting X kilograms of 40% and Y kilograms of 70%. So X kilograms of 40% will have X into 40% of flour wheat plus Y kilograms of 70%. So Y into 70% will have this much of flour wheat going by the percentage. This together will have X plus Y kilogram of 60% flour wheat. This is what we are trying to achieve.
How do you get X plus Y?
Wait, because
This is your total weight, right? Total weight. Your weight will not change, right?
Okay.
So I took X kilograms of this percentage, which is X into 40%, and Y kilograms of this percentage, so Y into 70 by 100. This together will be this much. Okay? Scary looking equation right now. Let's simplify it a little bit. Let's simplify it a little bit. Let's simplify it a little bit. So I have 100 divided on everything. So I can multiply this whole thing by 100, which will take care of these. So it becomes X into 40 by 100 into 100. First one. Then this becomes Y into 70 by 100 into 100. And this equals X plus Y into 60 by 100 into 100. So so we just assume that this is X kilogram, this is Y kilogram. We'll find out what is X and what is Y. Okay? Ashrita, Vihan, Vasundhara, Dikshita, everybody with me so far? Urvi?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we took X kilogram of this, we assume that is X kilogram, and this is Y kilogram. So X kilogram of this will be X into 40 by 100, Y kilogram will be Y into 70 by 100, and this is together is X plus Y kilogram, and that becomes 60%. This is what we are trying to achieve. And everybody has a 100 denominator, so you can multiply by 100 to make it simple. So this 100 and this 100 tic-tac-toe, this 100 tic-tac-toe, this 100 tic-tac-toe. Now you see, everybody has a 40, 70, 60. So let me divide everybody by 10 now. By 10. So this becomes X into 40 by 10 plus Y into 70 by 10 equal to X plus Y into 60 by 10. This,
Wait.
yep. Yes, Manas.
Yeah, I'm confused.
So, My bad. My bad. Is that a good excuse for doing something which is not needed? No. So don't do that. Making mistake and saying my bad, not meaningful, not useful. So Manas, for you, I know it might be sounding little difficult to begin with, but simple thing that you can remember is if you have an equation, okay? Equation meaning you have something in the x and y form, okay? If you have an equation, you can multiply everything by one number or divide everything by one number, and that is acceptable. That is not illegal, okay? If you, let's say I have x plus 2 equal to 15. If I'm in a good mood, I want to waste a lot of time, I can multiply this whole thing by 5, and this is still 5. I'm still enjoying it. If I want to multiply it by 30, multiply it. No worries. It is okay. I'm still being playful. I want to divide this whole thing by 100. Meaning I want to divide everything by 100. Still okay. That is a flexibility we have with equation, okay? You can multiply or divide each and every part of the equation by the same number. It doesn't change the value, okay? This is acceptable. How it is acceptable, I will teach you guys maybe in a month or two. Okay? This is where the concept of equivalent equation comes into play. Okay? Yeah? Everybody okay so far?
So what's the answer?
What is the urgency for the answer? I have lot of problem with the answer, okay? I don't really care about the answer. I have told you guys, right, before. I don't care about the answer. If I care only about the answer, I can tell you the answer, okay, this is the problem, answer is this point and this and this. That will not help anybody, okay? So that's why I'm not rushing for the answer. I'm making sure that everybody gets the concept here first. So from this one, whatever we did, 40% of this, 40% of x kilogram, we assume that this is x kilogram, this is y kilogram. We'll find out what is the value of x and y, okay? So 40% of x, 70% of y gives me 60% of x plus y. And from that we solve this equation. So we can knock off the zeros at the end. So this became x into 4 plus y into 7 equal to x plus y into 6. This is, basically from this whole thing, we simplified to this equation. Now let's look at it. So far okay, right? Or I'm getting you guys more worried than being clear. What does NVM mean? I'm from old school. Yeah, Rihar. No, mine. Okay. See, that's the problem when you have a teacher who is not from the same generation. But teachers are not from the same generation always. Let's go ahead. So basically what I'm saying is, this I'm just repeating, okay, so that you guys can recollect the thoughts, your thoughts. So Hiranya, Sandin, Sulain, everybody with me so far, right? Can I assume? Yeah?
Yes.
So basically this question says, okay, I'm just repeating it so that we can connect the dots. It says a flour mill mixes 40% whole wheat flour and 70% whole wheat flour to create a 60% whole wheat flour. And if he has to make 45 kilograms of 60%, how much of this flour and how much of this flour he has to mix? Yeah, Manas.
So what's the answer?
What is the hurry for the answer? What is the hurry for the answer? Hurry will not help you, okay? Hurry is my neighbor. He doesn't know the answer. Let's not hurry. I'm trying to explain you guys the concept, okay? So focus on that, alright? Give me 5 to 10 minutes, okay? I'll be able to break it down for you guys. So that next time when you're doing it, you can do it yourself. Yeah? Manas, is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So 40%, 40 into x kilogram. We assume that this is x kilogram, this is y kilogram. So x plus y will make it 45 for me. So that is another equation. X plus y equal to 45. Sum of both the flour, this one x kilogram, this is y kilogram, is 45. And 40%, 40 into x by 100 plus 17 into x by 100 will give me 60 into x plus y by 100. From this we got this equation. Let's simplify this. This is 4x plus 7y equal to 6 times x plus 6 times y. Is this okay so far? Arihan, Vihan, Dikshita, Sandin, Celine, everybody okay? Maida okay? Urvi okay? Alright. So now I'm simplifying it. Look at this. I have 4x, 7y, 6x, 6y. I will put all the x on one side, all the y on one side. Let's see what happens. So 4x, let's move this x to this side and all the y to this side. So this guy goes, this guy comes here and this guy goes this side. So 7y, when this 6y comes this side, 6y plus becomes minus, so minus 6y. And when this 4x goes to this side, it becomes minus 4x. So simple rule of thumb is when you are crossing positive number to other side of equal to, it becomes minus, minus becomes plus, or vice versa. No matter from which side to which side. As long as you are crossing the border, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. So we moved this 6y to this side, it became minus 6y. And we moved 4x to this side, it became minus 4x because it was a plus. So now you see that 7y minus 6y, that is 7 apples minus 6 apples, 1 apple, equal to 6x minus 4x, 6 oranges minus 4 oranges, 2 oranges. Yep. You will stop breathing, don't do that. So y equals 2x, meaning weight of this thing is equal to 2 times the weight of this guy, based on this whole equation. Now you also know that x and y together is 45. Now you know the value of y equal to 2x. Plug in this equation. X plus y is 2x equal to 45. Meaning if x is a banana, I have 1 banana plus 2 bananas. That is 3 bananas equal to 45. 1 banana equal to 45 over 3. The butterfly. Yeah? When you have multiplication, when you make it cross, like we saw, when you have plus, when you make it travel, other side of the equal to sign becomes minus, a minus becomes plus. When you have a multiplication, it goes by the butterfly. Something is above, comes below, something is below, goes up. Yeah? So x equal to 45 by 3, that is 15. Meaning, what was my x? My x was the number of kilograms of 40% wheat, which is 15 kilograms. Y is my 70% kilogram wheat. How much is y? 2 times of x. That is 2 times of 15. That is 30 kilograms. So I will have 30 kilograms of 70% wheat and 15 kilogram of this one to get me 45 kilograms of 60%.
See, I told you about
You told me a lot of things which did not make much sense to me actually. Look at your numbers. How much it is? Then what did you tell me?
That makes so much sense.
So it was a very loaded question. I can guarantee you guys that even if it's a problem solved by a 10th grader, they can also find it a little challenging at times. But I'm trying to see, why do I have to even think about we being a 10th grader or 2nd grader? We all know what is percentage, right? We know what percentage means. We all know how do we think algebraically and represent that in the form of equation. An equation is nothing but it's my way to, not my way, it's our way to represent our understanding in the form of a relationship. Yeah? Manas, did it make little bit more sense this time? Now, again, these kind of questions will sometimes get you little worried, okay? And this question has a potential for doing it. No denying that. That is why, what did I do? I tried breaking this into smaller pieces. Now, I know I wanted to teach you guys something else, but this question was interesting enough. It took us literally the whole class. There was a movie called in Hindi called Kaho Na Pyar Hai. In that movie, there was the actress, right? See, I mean, whenever I watch the movie, I mean, no offense against her, but every dialogue that she was delivering, she was, I'm so depressed. I don't like it. So that extra effect was not making her acting very convincing actually. So I would say don't try making your answers more convincing by adding those extra sound effects. That doesn't help. Let's stay calm and composed. That is more comforting, and trust me, it actually helps. Okay, I mean I'm not trying to pull anybody's leg here, but my recommendation to you guys is when you're in an exam like scenario, how best you will do will depend on how composed you are. Okay, don't get stressed out. Am I going to miss 2 questions? Am I going to get less than 90%? It's okay. We'll see. Because if you get stressed out, you'll not get 90% even. You might come down to 70%. Because due to the stress, you'll lose 2 more questions. So keep it as calm and composed as possible. Was that a good speech, Sandrine Sulaim? Ashrita, was that a good speech? Urvi is saying
Yeah.
that's a good speech. Okay. No, I don't give speech, but I'm just trying to make you guys more more conversant with the way you deal with math. Okay. So now going back to the same problem. Okay. Thank you, Manas. Okay, Manas was saying it was so good. So I might end up becoming a politician when I grow old. All right. Let's move on. Okay. So let's not be distracted. So if you look at what did we do, it's not about this math. It's not about we getting the right answer for this math. It's about how we are approaching the problem. The question was saying, okay, I have something of 40% concentration. I have something of 70% concentration. I want to mix them together and get something of 60% concentration. Since it's a flour mill, they want to produce more flour, obviously based on that. Don't keep moving it. You both will fall, and the plastic will also fall because of you. It's very lightweight. It can flip anytime. See, that poor guy, he would not even know what happened to him. He'll just fall and get hurt. Stay stable. So coming back to this one. So from that we saw, okay, I have 2 concentrations given. How do I break it down? Okay, 40% whole wheat. What does it mean? Meaning, if I take 10 kilograms of it, I'll have 4 kilograms of flour wheat, not meat. If I take 100 kilograms of it, I'll have 40 kilograms. 40%, 40 per 100. Yeah? So 40 kilograms. Okay. Then we say, okay, but how that 60% thing is coming into picture? Okay, let's do an example. I said, okay, how about 70%? When I have 70%, I take 100 kilograms of that, I'll have 70 kilograms of this thing. When I mix these two randomly, say 100 kilograms of this, 100 kilograms of this, I'm getting 200 kilograms of the whole wheat, the flour wheat, in which the pure wheat will be only 70 plus 40, 110. Oh, so basically if I'm just looking at this as a percentage, when I'm just mixing these two randomly in the same quantity, I'm getting 55%. Now I'm able to connect the dots that okay, I cannot just mix them in equal quantity if I want to get 60%. Right? That is when it came back to an equation. Okay, now I am mixing some kilograms of this and some kilogram of this, which will give me 45 kilograms, because my weight will not change, right? Right? I mean, my total weight will not change. There's something called conservation of mass, conservation of energy, conservation of weight. That thing will remain same. If you take 2 kilograms of or 2 pounds of potato and 2 pounds of tomato, the total weight will be 4 pounds. It will not reduce. It will not become 3.99 or 4.01. So if you are taking some kilograms of this and some kilogram of this, then only you are getting total this one, right? 100 and 100 became 200, and percentage could change. So we say, okay, let's say X kilogram of this, Y kilogram of this, and both together is 45. That's what we know, because when we are adding it, it becomes 45. Now, if I am getting X kilogram of that, 100 kilogram was giving me 40 kilograms. If I take x kilogram, it will give me the same thing, x, 40% of x. Okay. If I am taking 100 kilograms, I am getting 70 kilograms. I am taking y kilogram. Okay, y gives me 70 of this. Now these two together is giving me x plus y kilograms and 60% concentration. So this became a equation for us, x plus 40 by 100, sorry, x into 40 by 100 plus y into 70 by 100 became this. So this was my one equation and this was my second equation. Whatever drama and circus I did was only to simplify this. See, I have same denominator, I can knock them off. I can take it common. That is where the equivalent equation concept comes into picture. Since I talked about this equivalent equation thing, or equivalent of equation, I will talk about that in the class today, because I believe some of you are still trying to think, why did I knock off everything, why did I divide here? So let me spend the remaining 10 minutes to discuss about what do you mean by equivalent equation. Is that okay, everybody? Yes, Manas. Ilana, Nihan, everybody okay? Aradhya okay, beta? Asita okay? Sandan, everybody okay? Alright. So, did we learn anything new so far? Yes and no. I mean, nothing new as a concept. We are just trying to see math. If you have to learn math till 10th grade, you will probably you can learn all the concepts in 2 months or maybe 3 months. But then, will you become a master in 3 months? No. Math needs practice. That's why a lot of things that I have taught before, I'm going in cycles, I'll keep going in cycles. I have total close to 15 units that I teach for this level, and I keep going in loop. And when I go the second iteration, third iteration, then also I find sometimes you guys need some help. No Manas. I'm holding it there primarily because since I talked about the equivalent equation, I want to touch upon that, okay? So that way, this concept, I talked about that, okay, if I have x into 40 plus y into 70 equal to x plus y into 60, how do I simplify this? So there is a concept called equivalent of an equation. What that concept says is, if you divide or multiply an equation by one number, meaning if you keep the bottle down as soon as you can, that crackling sound gets me distracted. So here, if I have an equation where if I have an opportunity to divide every number or multiply every number by every term by one number, I can do that. Just for you guys to be aware, if I have an equation x plus y equal to 10 or 5, one equation, okay, that will draw, let's say, a line like this. If I multiply this whole equation by 2, it will again draw the same line. If I multiply this by 5, it will draw the same line.
Because it's not changing in your comparison.
If I multiply this by 25, it will still draw the same line. If I divide this by 10, meaning I divide x by 10, y by 10, 5 by 10, and then try drawing it, it will draw the same line. And I will show you guys one example in the class tomorrow, okay? That how does the equivalent equation draw the same line? It's going to be an interesting 10-minute exercise, but it will help you believe that the equivalent equation is nothing but the same equation. You just simplified it because it draws the same line. It has the same meaning. It gets you the same set of solution like the original equation. That's why they are called. That 6, 7 you are trying to do, don't do that. That 6, 7 was a big annoyance in my previous class. That AI, I killed AI on my laptop.
What do you mean?
I was teaching and then this way I was flashing those unnecessary annoying messages through AI 676767 times. And my sincere advice to you all would be, I know fun is okay, but don't overdo that fun which gets you distracted. But yeah, now coming back to this point, that any equation that I have, what I'm saying is, you can multiply each and every term by, let's say, you want to multiply by 5, go ahead and do it. Nobody's stopping you from doing it. Take this as a rule of thumb. If you have any equation that you're dealing with in future, if you multiply every term, meaning multiply 5 by this, multiply 5 by this, multiply 5 by this. If you want to multiply by 2, no worries, don't even think about it. As long as you're multiplying each and every term of the equation by this number, you're fine. Let's say in this case, if I multiplied this whole thing by 2, what will it become? 2 multiplied by x becomes 2x, plus 2 multiplied by y becomes 2y, equal to 2 multiplied by 5 becomes 10. This equation and this equation are same. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll show you guys tomorrow that while multiplying an equation by a number or dividing an equation by a number, plot the same line. When plot the same line, meaning it's repainting the same stuff. Is that okay? Aryahi, is that okay to be believed? Urvi,
Yes.
Ashita. So what we'll do is tomorrow we will look at one equation, try multiplying that by one number and dividing that by one number, and see what happens to my line that I'm drawing on the graph paper. Okay? And if there's nothing funny, if it draws the same line by dividing or multiplying, then you guys can believe me that yes, this teacher is to be believed, that multiplying or dividing the equation creates an equivalent equation which has the same value, which has the same solution, and we can do it at ease whenever we want to. Yep. All right. So yeah, I don't think I can pick up any topic for today. Tomorrow we'll first deal with equivalent equation and get a confirmation on that by seeing a practical proof of it before we move on to the next topic that I had planned for today, which we did not cover because we found an interesting problem that was interesting enough, I hope. Did you guys like the way we solved it, or it was...
I love it so much. 5-star
Loved it? Okay.
5-star review.
Yeah.
So all the kids who loved it will get 4 new assignments for this week.
No.
I'm just kidding. It's okay. See, even if I give you guys more assignment, the objective is that you guys get to practice more and become much more solid with your concept. Okay. Assignments are not to get you guys haunted by the assignments. Okay. All right. Have fun then. See you guys tomorrow same time.